Hey everybody, it's the Kamookster, and today we're covering episode 6 of Agatha All Along. Last episode, we basically learned about Teen's backstory and how he got to Westview, how he got into contact with Agatha and the rest of the Coven, and that episode basically ended with them continuing their journey down the Witch's Road. Now, Death's Hand in Mind opens with Lila waking up and falling through an empty, black, dark abyss out of seemingly nowhere, and then we cut to Billy and Agatha walking down the Witch's Road just like usual. As they're walking, Billy tries to probe Agatha's mind for any information that might be useful, and it turns out that Agatha might have some type of magical mental block that prevents him from doing that. Agatha catches him doing this, and Billy just says forget it, and he just asks her out loud, is Wanda Maximoff dead? And this is a question that none of us really know the answer to, not even Kevin Feige, I bet. But yeah, she's probably coming back. If we're being honest, Disney's not gonna pass up on the character that is Scarlet Witch, because that has money written all over it, okay? I mean, Agatha doesn't even know herself. She says she might be, she might not be, she saw the body, but she might come back, and you know, I guess that's just magic, you know?
Hey, you want straight answers? Ask a straight lady.
But yeah, as I said, I definitely do believe that Wanda's coming back one way or another. Billy and Agatha come across this dark, evil castle, obviously the next trial of the road. They enter the castle and are transformed. Agatha gets the Wicked Witch from the West from the Wizard of Oz, and Billy gets Maleficent from like Sleeping Beauty or some shit, I don't know. But we all know that this is just so everybody knows who's really in charge, right? The mouse needs to flex his influence once in a while, you know? The challenge of this trial seems to be based on tarot cards, which means it was clearly meant for Lila. Nice going, Billy. They read the tarot cards and a timer starts. And apparently each card that they read wrong for like the respective person, a sword drops from the ceiling, which Billy does his best. He uses like the little knowledge he knows about tarot cards to like try and like find a certain, you know, rhythm to things, but his actions result in the swords dropping and, you know, he doesn't know what he's doing. Agatha basically spams the tarot card. She just keeps picking it because she thinks it's random luck. There's no magic or skill. It's just completely random, and that doesn't help. She almost gets Billy killed. The swords begin to slowly lower on our heroes, and we cut to Lila, who's still alive. So you know how Billy kicked Lila and Jennifer off the road? That doesn't actually kill you. It just like throws you underground. So Lila and Jennifer are traveling underground to try and find a way back onto the road. And it turns out that Lila had some time skipping powers that we didn't know about until now. Yeah, we always knew she was a little crazy, but apparently that was just her skipping through time. It's kind of like Eren from Attack on Titan. I don't know if y'all watched it, but like she can kind of just like travel through time, different points of time that she's been in, you know, and like kind of affect things. But yeah, this is basically why she just blurts out random information sometimes. It's just her skipping ahead or behind. She could skip as far back as her childhood days and as far ahead as to a point where she actually made it to the challenge with Agatha and Billy. And that's exactly what she does. Lila accidentally skips ahead to a point where she's dressed as a fairy godmother and Jennifer's dressed as like that witch from Snow White, I think. Yeah. Basically, she has Loki season 2 powers. You know, she just keeps skipping around. She can't control it as well as he could, though, obviously. But I'd say that this is slightly more interesting because she can like do this with her entire life. You know, like she could skip to when she was a baby if she wanted to, but I don't think she can control it very well. I'm gonna keep it buck. It's not very cinematic when I explain it. Like, it's better you just watch the video for yourself. Honestly, I should add a spoiler warning at some of these. I'm gonna start doing that because this is probably my favorite episode of the series so far anyway. But yeah, Lila skips to the present-ish and does a tarot reading on Billy to ask the question if she's Billy or William. She does an accurate reading on Billy, but for some reason the swords keep falling, and then she realizes that she's the one that's supposed to be asking the questions. She's the one that's supposed to be in the chair and someone's doing a reading on her. Lila can't stay for long though because she keeps bouncing through time, back and forth, until she's falling again. And she realized that, you know, that first scene like of the episode where she was falling in the black void, she realized that she's already dead. That scene in the beginning was the last experience she ever had at any point in time. Okay, she started off from there and then bounced back to the past where she's, you know, helping out Jennifer and Billy and Agatha fix this trial before that original first scene. It's hard to explain. You just watch the episode. But yeah, realizing that she's already dead, she decides to make the most of her remaining time left. She experienced her death at the beginning of the episode and is now living through the events leading up to it.
Death. In the end, all roads lead to me.
Rio is.
And damn, if that isn't some M. Night Shyamalan Fight Club type shit, bro, that's trippy. That's trippy. Lilia finally skips ahead to the actual present, and she does the reading on herself, and it turns out that she was the traveler the entire time, and that the final destination is unfortunately death, who she deduced is Rio, which we kind of knew. But yeah, Lilia passes the trial and gets Agatha, Jennifer, and Billy out of the room before the Salem 7 show up. Lilia uses her time magic to flip the entire tower upside down, which remember has swords at the top of it, causing all the Salem 7 to fall off and onto the swords, killing them instantly, which is kind of anticlimactic. I don't know, why were we hyping these guys up? Oh, the Salem 7 is coming after Agatha. Shouldn't Agatha have been the one to kill the Salem 7? Or would that be insult to injury since she already killed their parents? So, I don't know. I think it just could have been handled better. But yeah, Lilia is hanging on for a little bit. I don't know why. I mean, she's gonna die anyway. I guess she just needed to make peace of it. She lets go, and we cut back to the first scene in the episode where she's falling. She's falling to her death, and it just comes full circle. Lilia dies, and that's the end of the episode. Lilia gets impaled on swords, and we cut to Lilia back in her childhood. I don't know if this is one last time skip or if she has quantum immortality, which is basically, here, I'll explain to you later. I gotta read off this thing and make sure I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this kind of creates a sort of time loop, or quantum immortality. It's because she has the ability to experience any point in time of her life over and over. So she could just go back in time to a point where she wasn't dead, or skip ahead to a point where she was rich, or one where she was getting freaky or something. Experience that over and over if she wanted to, because if you harness this, you could do literally anything, really. She can go rob a bank and then go to a time where she hadn't robbed that bank and just not have to face the consequences, never rob the bank in the first place. She could just keep taking the SATs over and over until she got a perfect score, or she could she could do anything. She could travel back to a point where her back wasn't aching or something, or she was getting some play. It's a pretty cool power. You could travel back in time to episode 2 where Agatha tried to get her to join the coven and just refuse and live a couple more centuries. I don't know how long witches are supposed to live, but it's kind of arbitrary. She could even memorize the ingredients of Tylenol and then go back in time and give it to her coven, which died of the flu. It's kind of lame. Yeah, this is basically a better version of Morty's undo button, or that one episode from Futurama. Hurry, stop! Where they hit a button and they undo whichever they want, they save a point in time, and then they go back to that point after they hit the button. She can basically do it throughout all of her time, so that's a lot better than what we had there. This is a pretty damn cool episode, I'm not gonna lie. I hope they don't bring Delilah back, I really do, because that makes her sacrifice mean absolutely nothing. We're not doing some somehow Palpatine came back type shit here, no.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
But yeah, all around that episode was fire. I hope we maintain this level of peak, because I don't know how the finale is gonna look, because I'm pretty sure next week they're releasing both episodes in one go. So yeah, that's the day before Halloween, which I'm kind of trying to do a Halloween episode, but I got a lot on my plate. But we'll see if something comes out, if I can come through. But yeah, this is probably my favorite Agatha episode so far, and I hope you liked me, reviewing it shittily. I'm kind of frizzled. I don't know. I just went to a... no, never mind. I'll tell you guys later. All right. How do I wrap this up? Thanks for watching. Stay scheming or keep dreaming. Yeah, I was trying to remember that. I was supposed to do that last episode, but I forgot. But some troublemakers said, "How can this fellow save us?" They despised him and brought him no gifts, but Saul kept silent. 1 Samuel chapter 10, verse 27.
You are the reason while I'm still hanging on. And you